Let me explain to you what the split is that's going to happen when Pluto moves into Aquarius at around about this time next year. We're going to be into it, but we can already see it happening because we're close enough to Aquarius vibe. But when Pluto shifts into Aquarius, we're going to see Libra light up. Now, the reason why Libra lights up is because Libra is involved in what is called a trine in astrology. Okay, and this is called an air trine. It's a very good aspect, actually. It's harmonious. And, well, if you ask me, Libra and all of the signs really have their victimization, I guess, for lack of a better word, that has been just a lot of the nutrients has been taken out. You know, the same thing that they're doing with an ear of corn and flipped upside down. And now Mars is terrible, and getting angry is bad, and having things and is terrible, and talking a lot is not good, and feeling things is not good. And I just went through Aries, um, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, which starts with the cardinal squares. We're involved in trines, which is harmonious, and squares, which is kind of tough, a little blindsiding, but we're moving forward in consciousness. That's what astrology represents, is the evolution of human consciousness. Anyway, getting back to what is going to be happening, the split, okay? Libra is known to be the iron fist in the velvet glove. It's because they're kind of like, they are known to be the scales. They're the only one that is a machine that just blindly weighs out if it's even or not. And you get one thing from a Libra because you have treated them a certain way. Maybe you're full of shit or something. Libras are, we can admit, they're not doing good with their identity where it is. It's tough because now they're kind of blind and they're just a machine, and even they don't understand themselves sometimes. They're very, very sensitive. You have to cherish. A lot of them are, hopefully they've figured out how to play music or do something. They're actually very versatile because it rules love. So they say I love, but really I balance. But really, what is it? It's a self-organizing thing. You want to talk about AI, self-organizing system? Well, you are a self-organizing system too, if you can follow the truth more, whatever that is. But anyway, let's get back to what is the split? You either have an iron fist or you have the velvet, which is very much like, who knows what that is, but there's love and then there's hate, right? There's things that just don't mix. Like, okay, let's look at it. The mind. If somebody is adamant and trying to convince you that their mind is more real than reality, and they really at all costs your life is at stake now because they are hallucinating about something. War is declared on that particular situation. You have to make sure that it doesn't spread. That's a plague. Mind is a plague. It's very contagious. Why? Because it's fear. All it is fear itself, that it's not real, and it's just somewhere it's out there. It's never going to leave. The Antichrist is never going to leave. It's Antichrist when it's trying to convince us that it's more real than reality, when it's trying to convince us that it's more real than reality itself, and the truth that rises and falls, that really you don't have control over that, how you experience it. And really, if you're paying any attention, there's people that have been already gathering information and doing things that have a lot to do with it. That's why you have the structure we do nowadays. Maybe turning more into fucking bullshit. Getting back to when Pluto goes into Aquarius, Libra, that energy is just going to shine so brightly. There's going to be either love and the buoyancy of the awareness of people just playing music, and where did that go? But it's somewhere. It's somewhere in the ether, somewhere. It's not in the density where the narcissist and the mind is falling with the system. They don't know anything. They fucking don't know anything. Even if they were taught say, like how to play music or even cook. What are you cooking? Did you grow your food? Did you learn how to fucking slaughter it from start to finish? And are you being taught how to read music, or are you just are you ready to play music like some people are just born that way? And I'm sorry, you are. Just get back to the astrology. Who's born to play music? Libras. And a lot of other things. They're really good carpenters. I can't even tell you about Libras. You can't even. Nobody can. You can't. We can't tell anybody about any fucking thing because they've taken the real information out of it. But it's representing self-organizing system. If you ask me, it says I balance. What do you mean? Now think about it. Self-organizing system is AI. I balance. Money. What's coming up? And the thing is that you don't know we're involved in a war. If you want to talk about a warrior that fucking surpasses what Aries is up to, you talk about Aries as being the warrior. They don't have any tactic. We know that we know as astrologers that Aries learns from Libra. That's just the way it is. Libra is the first awakening. The opposite of Aries says, excuse me, we know you are, but what about the I'm not? Let's balance this out. Close your eyes. Where do we need to feed things? At the lowest point. There you go. Grow it up. What needs to be pulled out? Shit that's not working. Okay. Whoa, what do you mean? Well, we're making music now. What's that? Well, have you ever been to heaven?